Since the turn of the century, American reality competitions have gone through a massive boom. From finding out who's the best singer to eating a crate full of cow hearts, there is no contest this country won't watch. For the past 20 years, shows like Survivor and Wipeout have tested the physical and mental fortitude of their contestants. But did you know there have been a number of deaths on both shows? Join us as we uncover the secrets behind the spills today on Death in Entertainment.
Live from Los Angeles.
911, what is your emergency?
Here in Hollywood now.
2 counts of murder,
Injury and death.
Oh my God!
Shocking new details
That has stunned the entertainment world.
This makes me a little nervous.
The hair stood up on my arms.
Just like in the movies.
What do you call this thing anyway?
Death
In entertainment.
Greetings, Deado Universe.
Hi,
How are you? My name is Kyle Ploof.
I'm Alejandro Dowling.
Alejandro is actually joining us from Chicago on the road. And today we are talking about the many deaths of Wipeout and beyond. And this is the first time ever that Dipod has 3 guests here at one time. To my right, Jackie Martinez.
Hello.
Thank you for coming. She was actually a contestant on Wipeout.
Yes.
So was the man sitting right in front of me, Peet Montzin.
Yes, hello.
Thank you for coming. And the man to my left, you know him from the Ben Kissel channel. He's a regular here. Everybody, welcome Ben Kissel.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Wipeout. I didn't know so many people died because it looked like everyone was just getting hit with soft, spongy things. And I'm so excited to figure out who died and why. That's what it looks like. It's like Wipeout. This is like the game show where you don't die.
Yeah. Well, we'll get into it. So we're going right now. Okay, so Wipeout. Everybody, I'm sure, is familiar with this show. Mm-hmm. It's classic Americana. People, regular, everyday people getting thrown into death traps, pretty much.
Right.
Well, it reminds me of that game Mousetrap, kind of, right?
Yeah, absolutely. My one brush with Wipeout, my friend was casting it during the John Cena years, like this. So this was kind of recently, right after the pandemic. I got a call saying, "Hey, we want you to be on Wipeout. John Cena's going to be hosting." I was like, "Beautiful, I'm in." And the same week, I was loading a couch into my truck. Mm-hmm. And just felt my knee like bang, like a huge pop. And I was like, oh no. And I was wearing shorts at the time because I thought I just hit my knee on the metal bumper in the back. And I looked down and my kneecap was missing. And I pulled my shorts up. My kneecap was up on the side of my quad.
So there you go, producers of Wipeout. You're wasting a lot of money. Just follow movers around.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the injuries are going to be just as good.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it was meant to be. Probably could have died.
Yeah,
right.
It's true.
Awesome. Yeah,
it's true.
I was an eyewitness.
Alejandro was there for this.
Wow.
It was very entertaining.
Yeah.
I'm happy you had so much concern, Alejandro.
He was laughing and laughing.
Of course.
I tried to pop it back in.
Yeah. The people were like, how bad did that hurt? Dislocating my knee was the most painful feeling I've ever felt in my entire life until I put my kneecap back into its place. And that was the worst feeling I've ever had in my life.
But you're good now.
I'm good now, yeah.
Oh, good.
I can walk. Everything's good. I can play sports again. But it was wobbly there for a while. So I didn't get to actually make it onto the show.
Oh, that sucks. You would have been a great contestant.
I would have had so much fun with it.
Yeah, for sure.
But like I said, we have 2 people who have been on the show here, and I just want to hear experiences. Don't spare any details. I want to know what it was like from the application process to when you're ice in your head 2 weeks later. So, Jackie, if you want to start with
that application process, it was a lot. So the interviews, you go in, they did open casting call, and the first time you do one interview, you get past that. That same day, you do the second interview. You get past that. They call you back into the offices. You do a video interview that they then show with the producers to see if you're a match. After that, they call you back into the office if you've made it, and then you sign, 1,000 pieces of paper and disclaimers. After that, you have to go get a medical checkup and a review. to see if you're healthy enough to do Wipeout, including a blood test. You have to have a clean drug test. They were very clear about it. At that time, marijuana was so illegal. So they said, even if they find that, you're not on the show.
Wow.
Why does it seem more difficult to get on Wipeout than run for president?
No, honestly,
that's insane.
Honestly. So they warned everyone during that. You did all the 1,000 papers, and then they told you, hey, drug tests. And if weed's in your system, that's an issue. So, watch that. And then you go and you get past that, and then you're on the show. You get on the show, you're in this like bunker. They keep you away. They show you the course not running, and then they keep
like
you
a
in this
bunker or a trailer.
It's like a trailer, but it was pretty hot and tiny.
Oh yeah, once they have you on the hook, they just treat you like trash.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
And then you wait for your run, and you do your run, and I did mine. I was wearing a cheese head because go Pack go
Go
at
Pack.
the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Woo
Okay.
woo.
This is also a first. We have 3 Packers fans.
Yeah.
Where me and Pete are outnumbered right now.
We are.
Packers are taking over.
Okay. Everybody has their faults. We
very
still like you
proud.
guys.
I'm so proud too. So I wore my cheese head. I said the only way I'd wear it is if I get it back. And I ran. And the first time I got hit, it fell into the mud water. And obviously I finished it without, they had some PA go dig it out of the mud water and give it back to me at the end, rinsed off and clean. Felt bad for that guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice of them. What is the mud water?
It is literally, they dig a pit and they put water in it, and it's rocks and mud. It
It's
is
cold.
just filthy.
Really?
It's cold. It's freezing cold.
Freezing.
And so got hit a couple times there, went to the wall where they punch you in the face and put paint, got hit in the face twice, but I didn't fall. And then,
Yeah, because what took you out first was like the wall that just like juts out of the bottom and takes your legs out.
I got the Wipeout like mud picture of the season for that because I was like covered and I had like a ninja pose. Like,
Yeah.
it was solid, solid ninja pose, but it was awesome. I mean, a really good time. Met a lot of great people, including Pete. And so, we had a Facebook group that we had, and we talked about Wipeout for a while. Everyone was sore for literally weeks after. It was crazy.
A face bruise group.
I mean, it was everything. It was every part of your body hurt. There's not one part that wasn't sore because you're using every muscle on the different obstacles that they have. It is top to bottom. You were just exhausted and sore, but
Yeah.
what a great experience. A lot of fun.
I had to go back to school the next day, so I had to be on a plane.
Oh my god.
And then even for the Wipeout zone, it was a week later.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I was still sore, and I was, like, oh my god,
Yeah.
this can't be real life. But
Yeah. Both of you had characters. So like you were the cheesehead girl
Yep.
and they dubbed you what was it, Crack Efron?
Smack
Smack
Efron.
Efron.
I love it.
haunts my dreams forever.
Never getting away from that.
Never.
So when you're going through the audition process, do you have to come up with like some unique angle of who you are?
Well, I tried. So I used to do like a bunch of game shows with my mom because
Yeah.
like that's she wanted, free money. Who doesn't?
Yeah, of
When they
course.
came to Seattle, and that's where we're from. And so like on that show, I already had in my head like, okay, I'm going to pitch them like 3 different names.
Yeah.
Just to go in prepared, but they didn't choose any of them. I actually was trying to lead with anything but High School Musical or Zac Efron because that's just really humiliating.
Yeah.
And then they just pressured me into it as soon as I was on top of I guess talking to Jill.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's like, oh no, they're throwing me a basketball. Like now I have to like play this.
Now that's your rule, right?
Yeah.
That-
Oh, they're horrible.
But it's also really who I am, so it's fine.
Yeah. Because you had the t-shirt on that had like, it was almost like a formal suit, but
Yeah.
a t-shirt. Yeah.
Yep.
Do you remember the other things that you pitched to them?
Something about like one was about like dwarf family, and then
Yeah.
another one was I don't remember. Yeah, no, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you were very into High School Musical.
I was. I was. Yes, it shaped my life.
There you go.
Love it. All right.
Moving on from that. Oh God.
I'm sorry.
So from application process to actually starting on the track, how many days, weeks, months did you have? And
I
did you
think
do
that-
workouts to prep?
Yes.
No, I don't work out, but
You didn't? Even
Well,
before that?
how do
No.
you prep for getting bopped to a
there's no
bunch by a
prepping.
machine?
How are you going to prep?
Endurance, stamina.
No, I just used my natural energy, and that worked fine. I think from start to
Well,
finish.
after the drug test, you could probably do a bunch of drugs.
Right. That's
Yeah.
only, but that's right before that. From that part to the show was probably within a week.
Yeah.
Like you had to do it within. You had not a lot of time. So this is when you have to test by, and this is when the filming is going to happen.
Got you.
I think from the start, the first interview to when it filmed, because it was filmed in October, and I think the interview process was in September is when it started. I think it was in September, the first one. And then so about a month and a half before when you started to interview, then the other interviews and all of that. And then when you actually film, about a month and a half later.
It's that's 1/12 of the year.
A lot of dedication there. But
seriously.
Yeah.
So like Jackie, you were taken out by the first wall that sweeps your legs out.
Yep.
Right into the mud water.
Yep, still feel it.
And then you both got punched in the face by that wall that squirts paint and has boxing gloves just punching people. I heard that you actually got like a very good time, but didn't move on.
I did move on.
Yeah. You did?
Yeah,
Okay.
I got all the way to the wipeout zone. I got second place in that episode.
Nice.
Yeah.
And it's just like such PTSD.
It's a game show in America. PTSD. I ain't watching it.
I'm like, what was worse? The pain, the cold water, the muddy water, how I stretched. And I got past the big balls even.
Yeah.
So,
oh my God.
That was my biggest goal.
Yours looked like the most painful I've ever seen on like the big red balls, because he jumps for one, jumps to two, tries to get to the third, but doesn't make it. And then turns in. One of his legs is hanging straight down. The other leg is behind his back, so he's shaped like a Y.
I could do this
a capital
for
Y.
a week after that.
Wow.
I'm like, this is great.
But you couldn't do the splits before that, but then after you could do the splits.
Not even close.
So
Yes.
Kind of gave you a little superpower.
Exactly.
And now he's a falsetto.
So when you see it on TV, you see like the little punching things and the balls. How hard are they?
It's pretty hard. It's pretty hard.
Are.
They come out, they're on springs. They're on like a small hydraulic spring. So it's and then it goes and hits you in the face. I got hit twice in the face. So.
Also, those audio clips weren't our voices, at least not mine.
I was going to ask that because
So,
it's like,
I was crying. And they went, woo, woo, woo. I'm like, I did not make that noise.
Right.
Maybe because you were the high school musical guy.
Oh, they did you so wrong, bro. I'm sorry.
I know, but it's okay.
how long was the day?
It was long.
It was a full day. We had to get there early, way too early for me because I'm not a morning person. And I think we had to be there by 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
They get all ready. They don't even do the first run until after 8 or something, 8, 9. I don't think I left. So I got a good time. I think that was me. I got a good time. I was the runner-up for the second round.
Okay.
So I didn't make the second round, but they had me stay in case someone got sick or injured. So I got to watch that whole second round of it. And then I got sent home after. And when I was driving home, it was sunset. The sun was about to set. So it was a full day in October, whatever that day is lengthwise. But so it's a good 10, 11 hours. Easy.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure that Pete was there a little bit longer because I got sent home after that, and I'm sure they stayed for, I think the third was still recorded that day.
Yeah.
You do it all in one day if you advance?
The 3.
The 3. And then,
Oh, my God.
And then so he went to Wipeout Zone, so he had to go back a week later for the finale, for the final obstacles.
Any
But-
chance that you weren't going to go and just be like, I'm done. I'm good.
Well, I did really try and be like, can you pay for my travel expenses? Because I wasn't in.
They did pay for it?
No, they were like,
What?
they were
Oh, so
like
you
a
were still
game
based?
show.
You were based in Seattle still?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
this is-
Did you still get the $10 for gas money? Because I got $10. They gave $10 to contestants for gas money. So I don't know if you probably didn't get
No,
that. They're like,
but
you
I
didn't drive.
But I stole one of their towels.
Oh,
Okay, good. I mean, please.
even worth it.
I'll steal that
Souvenir.
big ass ball, just walk out with it in my butt.
$10 in gas. That takes you a mile in Los Angeles.
Yeah,
Right. And I
Maybe.
was and it's in like the hills of Valencia. I was, where it's recorded, like over there. So I was still coming from Burbank at that time. So $10, great, sounds good there and back, sure. But
It's an offensive amount of money.
just give me nothing.
Yeah.
Actually, just don't pay
Seriously.
for gas.
Seriously. But end of the day, I end up coming back, obviously. And
Yeah.
I definitely regret it. But I also don't,
Yeah.
Well, your day was pretty traumatic.
Yeah, and
So-
the reason why, like the I don't know when you went, like what contestant number, but I was like second to last before the second round. So after the first round, I was throwing up blood. I couldn't move. I was
my
like passing out. Like you probably would have taken my place if it lasted another 5 minutes.
Wow.
I just love the branding. It's like, whoa, Wipeout. Having a great time. Meanwhile, it sounds like you're a
behind the
heroin
scenes.
addict on withdrawal.
I know.
I had paint in my eyes from the wall that was punching. It also did paint. So it punched you in the face and through paint, and I had contacts on. But for the rest of that run, I saw pink. Like I had pink. I had to, when I was done with the run, I had to take my contacts out and throw them away. So if I had to do it again, I wasn't going to have contacts. I was either going to, if I was on the second round, I wouldn't have been able to see. You can't wear glasses. So I was just going to go blind and just hope to not die, I guess. But that's what this is about.
So if you're coughing up blood, what are the medics like saying to you?
I was in the bathroom doing it secretly.
No.
Yeah.
They would have canceled. They probably would have not let it go on.
And I knew that. And I was like, I really want the
Suck it up, Pete.
I'm staying in the picture, damn it.
50K.
Wow.
Like, on the
So
line.
the producers have some soul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they don't want to get sued, but yeah.
Yeah, they don't want to get
I think
sued.
it's a lawsuit, Soul, but yeah, something like that.
Walking a line.
Yeah, it's like also like violent, bloody vomit all over their set isn't great for TV.
Yeah.
I mean, or is it?
I mean, it would be.
It might be great for TV. Never mind.
Well, the guy before episode, he was the first one to die, right?
I think it was an episode
season
before ours,
Yeah.
or season before. It
I
was.
think it was a season.
We were the season opener, so it could have been the season
Oh, yeah.
before, but we were the season opener of that season. So it was the Welcome Back America episode was the name of it, and it was the opening one.
Yeah.
And you know why we're the opening one, though, right? Did they tell you?
No.
It's because we were the weirdest batch.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
God, I
hilarious.
strive for that in my daily life.
Same.
That's awesome.
I have a question. How thick was the liability waiver?
1,000 pages.
It's part of the 1,000 pages. Like honestly, it was you're signing. There's waivers. You're initialing. You write your address and number like 12 times. I'm like, did I write this on pages 1, 5, 106? Like what?
Right.
Wow.
It hasn't changed. It's still my address.
Right. And it was all, and I'm sure it was because they're filing it with different things, right? One is probably for insurance. One is for production.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of different places it's going. And so that's why you're signings. It was a lot. I mean, I think the paperwork alone took like an hour or two.
Yeah.
Easy.
I want to hear about this death.
The first death was November 2009. When did you guys film?
We filmed October of 2009, so it was
really?
before.
Was it the same set? Like, was it the same water?
No,
Is it a corpse's water that you guys were falling into?
No, we filmed in October of 2009, and it aired in June of 2010.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think they switch everything though, right?
I don't
Every
know.
episode?
It might have not been in that order, too. That's the thing,
True.
because it could have been that death happened, and they didn't want to lead, and they were still figuring out how they were going to edit it or something, and then said, well, this is a group of weirdos. Let's like make this the opener, and then, push it through. But it's not always, the way that they film it isn't always how they're piecing it together for the show.
Oh, it was the same season though.
Yeah, I think it is the same season.
Wow. Were you guys aware that someone? Oh wait, no. So if you filmed before, then you wouldn't even know.
Well, I feel like I vaguely remember, maybe I'm making this up, but I vaguely remember the 2 days before getting an email saying like there was some sort of medical
I feel like
thing.
they said that there was a medical issue. So I don't
Stand
know.
by.
I don't know. Maybe it could have been that, or it could have been someone that was like really ill or in the hospital still, not recovered. Like, hey, there's been some medical. Just think about that. We're in still. Don't worry. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess medical issue is one. It's a kind way to say somebody died, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, it's lawyer speak. There was a minor medical issue. Someone was ripped to shreds and set on fire.
Yeah, what happened?
He lost his head.
Yeah. From the Wrap, Wipeout, another reality show death. USC grad suffered stroke after performing a stunt on ABC's physically grueling series. It says, in the latest deadly reality show incident, a contestant died last week after suffering a stroke. He was injured while performing a stunt on ABC's physically grueling hit series, Wipeout. Tom Sparks, 33 years old, a recent graduate of the USC Annenberg School for Communication and Journalism, was rushed from the northern Los Angeles set of the show to a local hospital 2 weeks ago. Sparks later was transferred to Cedars-Sinai, where doctors performed several brain surgeries.
And it's a little weird they say stunt. It's not a stunt if you just get your ass kicked.
Yeah.
Like stunt people are like doing stuff that are like they on purpose.
Right.
But that's interesting.
Yeah, you're getting pinged around in there. Doctors ultimately decided there was too much brain damage and he couldn't be saved.
Oh,
horrible. He died November 5th, 2009.
Okay, but they didn't air him running. They didn't air that clip.
They may have.
They really may have. I mean, I don't. I know some reality.
I'm almost going to bet they edited him out. They
probably
didn't,
did.
Yeah,
they
I
probably
would
didn't
agree.
give him any airtime.
I agree.
I
Yeah.
would be surprised and shocked if that's the case. I highly doubt it. The liability there is too heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know reality TV producers, and it's they didn't. If they did edit it out, it wasn't for moral reasons.
Right.
Right. Exactly.
I agree.
Yeah. They say the death
But the thing about this show, Wipeout, I would think that even though that a death could be good for ratings in a macabre way, Wipeout is kind of like a happy-go-lucky
Right.
stunt show.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing, because people would always. I mean, obviously, of American Ninja Warrior. Is it on par with that as far as difficulty? Difficulty?
Difficulty.
Difficulty?
Yeah.
Is it just as hard? Because people don't think of it like that.
Well, I'm going to say probably not as hard as American Ninja Warrior. Obviously, they have to have a lot more physical strength for some of those, but it is very difficult and it is very physically trying. I will say that.
But American Ninja Warrior 2, it's set up for you to kind of win.
Right.
Wipeout is built for you to just get your ass whooped.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just getting beat up for people to laugh at.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
we're just there for people to laugh directly at us.
And it's a live studio audience.
No.
No, but
No.
I mean, there's no, it's not live because it's outside of the course, but there is a ton of people around watching because they have so many people working the show.
Gotcha.
For not only the obstacles, but production. You got PAs, you have your caterers, you have all these people. You have people running the contestants, people running the background of the show. You have, the cameraman, all of that. There's a lot of people around.
Well,
so you're still being watched.
In the third round, we had a live studio audience, but they were like just kind of, laughing at us in the back. And
Yeah.
It's like a group of maybe like 40.
Is that
Okay.
the final thing where they launch you out of the catapult into the pool?
No,
Or-
it was so that's the fourth. The
Okay.
third round was like bruise balls, what ours
Okay.
was. And so they had like little kids in there and stuff too. Like they really painted this to be such a happy-go-lucky. Over here, like, like smile at us, kids. Like let's laugh, but also like let's not die.
Yeah.
It's so much more macabre that it's like painted with this smiley face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rap continues. The death highlights an emerging challenge for the increasingly dominant nonfiction TV business, which relies heavily on everyday individuals, often placed in difficult situations. Despite what the industry describes as rigorous vetting procedures, deeper physical and psychological issues are often hard to detect. I guess so.
Yeah.
So when they did the blood test, did they give you any type of like stress test, like run on a treadmill? Or
No, but they do a heart test. They set you up with, I think, like an EKG kind of test to check that your heart's strong enough. So it's not really endurance, but they just check all of your levels for everything. For everything, make sure that none of that comes back, and if it does, then you're off. You get kicked off after all of that time and energy you put in for everything.
Yeah.
You feel like they might do that earlier.
Do you think there's someone in Montana right now with an unshaven beard, just drinking whiskey, just being like, Wipeout?
Yeah,
That
Yes.
damn
That's
show
it.
ruined my life.
Yeah, then he went and lived in the woods forever. That was it.
Yeah, for sure.
They say currently taping its third season, which is what you guys were on, and loosely derived from several physically challenging Japanese game shows, which we'll talk about later. Wipeout requires its contestants to negotiate a myriad of obstacle courses, such as jumping over hurdles while traversing a 40-foot-long treadmill in an attempt to collect a cash prize. The problems first arose when Sparks complained of knee pain on the first part of the obstacle course, and producers instructed him to stop his run. An individual close to the production told the Wrap. Okay, so this actually does make sense that this was the medical issue because he went to the hospital for 2 weeks and died. So if you guys, it was probably
The
like the
timing's
same
right
week.
around there.
Yeah.
It's right around there. It had to be. I mean, literally, because they're filming every day. I don't think when they have it set up, they're doing daily shows. So it probably was that same week that
Wow.
we recorded.
And the best part is that the only reason why I wanted to get on the show was because I was in school at the time, like my mom and dad aren't cool kind of phase, And my mom was like, I found this new show called Wipeout. I think you'll really like it and we can spend some time together.
I hope you've apologized to your mother since, because she's a superstar
Yes.
now.
I definitely have. But then when we were watching, she was like, just promise me you will never be on the show. And then the next
I'm in.
day I applied
Oh my God.
and I got in.
Wow.
Thanks, Mom.
And so
That's why if you're a parent, say the opposite of what you want at all times.
Exactly. And then when that guy died, and she sent me, I think, the article of it, like the day that we were filming. And she's like, this is a sign. This is your last chance to get out.
Oh man.
And I'm like, I'm going to beat it. But
And
no,
you got close.
Exactly.
How much money is on the line?
$50K.
Yeah,
50K. That's a pretty good reward.
It
All right.
was.
Yeah, that's very good.
And then in 2020, a man named Michael Paredes died. The contestant, this is from Entertainment Weekly. The contestant, who has not been named, later we found out it was Michael Paredes, went into cardiac arrest after finishing the course and was treated on set by emergency professionals. Paramedics were then called in, and the contestant was taken to a local hospital where he later died. Sources close to the production confirm that all contestants on the show are expected to complete medical exams before being cleared to participate, and other safety precautions on the show include having on-site paramedics, doctors, and a safety producer.
It does seem like the ambulance comes in clowns get out of it. Like, I just don't know if they're the best. Maybe they are the best of the best. Yeah. It's just like very fun. It's like fun cardiac arrest.
Yes.
But no matter how healthy you are, you're going to get punched in the face by a machine.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You can go whenever.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. This is when John Cena was hosting. Production on Wipeout was halted on Thursday and Friday following the incident, which they didn't do with you guys. I guess they're learning their lesson here.
Right. Well, they're like, well, he's at the hospital. It's fine. Keep filming.
Yeah. The show is entering a pre-planned break from production due to the upcoming Thanksgiving holiday, and they're planning to restart the week after Thanksgiving.
And so do they think this was directly attributed to the course? This guy's injuries?
Well, the first one and this one, they both blame on pre-existing conditions.
Yeah, I heard that for the second one. I heard about it, and I had heard there was an undisclosed condition with a heart condition somehow that he didn't reveal, and that he was asked about and should have. That's what I heard. Again, I don't know, but that could have just been the producers and the show trying to spin it. But they were saying that, oh, well, he didn't say this, and if he did, he wouldn't have been on. And since he didn't, he was on, and then he died.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing's going to keep me away from Wipeout.
Exactly.
Well, even this massive hole in my heart.
Pete was doing the same thing when he was hiding his coughing up blood.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
That is very true, Pete.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
We could be talking about you today.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Wow.
Well, I learned my lesson. And,
And we're glad you're here.
Yes.
But I do see some similarities between we've covered Disney World deaths and Six Flags deaths.
Oh, God.
And a lot of them were pre-existing conditions.
Right.
Yeah.
And they like to throw them in an ambulance and say they died not on set.
Yeah,
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So Michael Paredes, there's a couple of weird things with this too. Entertainment Weekly said Michael Paredes had died of a heart attack and also suffered from undetected coronary artery disease, according to a report from the LA County Coroner's Office. Who knows if they took a bag of cash from the production crew to say that. The 38-year-old, these guys are in their 30s. This is crazy. Went into cardiac arrest after completing the obstacle course and was treated on set by emergency professionals. Paramedics were then called in, and the contestant was taken to the hospital, like I said, where he died.
Dang.
He said he completed 2 of the Wipeout obstacles, but fell on the 3rd. He struggled to swim to the side of the pool and was lifted into a wheelchair before quickly losing consciousness. Bystanders performed CPR and paramedics were called.
You would think they would have someone in the water, like a lifeguard, to grab your hand a little bit. Do they have someone like that?
Grab the float.
You're really on your own.
Yeah, I mean, they have the floaties they can throw at you, but I don't think they had any lifeguard or anything like that there.
It'd ruin the shot.
Yeah.
I would ruin the shot.
It would ruin the shot. All right, let's
Exactly,
just kill this guy. The guy can die. Don't ruin the shot, though.
Yeah, and as a dumpy American, I'd be like, yeah, there's a lifeguard in there. They're not even going to die. Like, so I get it. I'm the reason. I'm the problem.
It's me.
This is crazy. The toxicology report showed that Paredes didn't have drugs or alcohol in his system when he died. He regularly consumed the pre-workout dietary supplement Nutrex Outlift Amped and drank a cup of water mixed with the supplement powder on the morning of the Wipeout taping.
Well, that's not good.
There's the culprit.
The autopsy did not suggest the supplement played a role in his death, but it did state that his fiancée told investigators that the supplement may have triggered a false positive result for MDMA or ecstasy. So when he went to the hospital, he tested positive for ecstasy, and his fiancée is just like, oh no, he drank this Nutrex stuff.
Well, there you go. If you're currently on ecstasy and you're getting pulled over by a cop, Crack open that energy
It was my
drink.
pre-workout, man. It was a pre-workout.
The plot
Workout.
thickens.
It's new trick.
Little new.
She told investigators that he did not ever drink or do drugs. Well, he still died.
Yeah. What is that? Were you mad
What
at
kind
him?
of life
No.
is that?
You
You
gotta
might as
live a healthy
might
life.
as well have drank and done drugs.
Yeah, you might as well
and still
drink and do
died.
drugs.
Okay. Well, yes, he does still die. It's a good point. With that kind of logic, where's the keg? Let's get it out here.
Let's go. His fiance also stated that he exercised 2 hours a day, 5 days a week.
See, that's why I don't do it.
I mean, it's the
It won't end
safest.
well.
Don't do it.
So yeah, that is his story. Those are the 2 deaths from specifically Wipeout. Those are the only American game show deaths.
Were there any lawsuits or anything?
I don't think so. I think people tried, but they get
'Cause-
shot down because,
right.
like they said, they signed 2,000 papers worth of,
Yeah.
legal docs.
I wonder how many people though are like severely ill after they leave.
Yeah.
You know, because you don't hear about that.
Right.
It's great. People who get a mole removed and aren't allowed to drive themselves home at an
Right.
outpatient thing. Like you guys were driving yourselves home.
Right. You're right. It was
Insane.
longest drive ever.
Did you guys have any concussions or anything?
Probably.
I mean, I don't think
all
so.
about those concussions.
I tried not to go right to sleep. I'll say that, but I don't know about a concussion.
Yeah.
Were you emotional when you left at all? Maybe that's my concussion.
Yeah.
No,
Might have been.
I wasn't. I just remember being like, what a great time. Met a lot of great people. Like, great experience overall. Like,
Well, that's
honestly,
good.
I left with like good feelings. Kind of upset because I had $10 just to get home,
Yeah.
and that was it. But it was still a good time. So
Yeah.
Are you saying emotional in like a wistful way or just like in agony?
Well, I think so, yeah, I was a little bit in agony, but like in a delusional way to where I feel like I was just like emotional. But then
Yeah.
it's also just so much money was on the line, and it was like messing with me like psychologically.
Yeah.
right, and then you made it to the end. So it was like you had a very good chance of getting that. It was right there.
Yeah.
So it's winner take all.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I sold the towel. I was like, "F you guys, I'm stealing this. There's no second place."
Yeah, that's his
prize.
towel.
That's mine
Right,
now.
something.
It's in my
Absolutely.
bathroom.
You still have it?
Yeah, it's in my
nice.
bathroom.
Hell yeah.
Throw up all the blood you want on
Yeah.
it.
Was there
Yeah.
blood on it?
No.
I mean, at this point, you're doing so well. You could probably get some blood on it, sign it, and sell it.
Yeah.
That's true. Hey, that's a good idea.
Why not?
To the highest bidder.
Oh, God.
We have more international news here. This one is crazy. So it seems like the American one's completely pre-existing conditions. Are you guys surprised that someone would die, or do you think that more people probably should have?
I mean, more people may have, and we just don't know about
Yeah,
it.
true.
Right.
Yeah, I'm surprised if so few died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How deep are the pools that you get thrown into? Because I'm surprised no one like broke their neck.
So not deep enough. I think that I don't think I touched the bottom on any of them. The
Me
mud
neither.
one was more shallow. The mud one was more shallow than the one with water. The one with water was by the big balls. That one's pretty deep. That one's like
Yeah.
an actual pool with a heavy depth because you're falling off of that, and they know you need enough to. You can't have it 6 feet. Pete wouldn't make it. He'd be breaking his legs. So
Yep.
yeah. So that one was a lot more deep. I don't know, 10 feet maybe,
Oh, really?
11. Like it was deep.
Yeah.
But the
Stand.
mud ones are more shallow because you're not getting hit as hard, and you're right there. If anything, you fall and you might land. So that one was maybe, I don't know, 7 feet or something.
Yeah, if that.
Yeah, I was going to
Wow.
say that one I still didn't touch, but Pete might have.
I don't remember. It was all a blur.
Yeah, right.
I blacked out.
Internationally, this is just horrible luck. There's a Japanese game show called Dashutu Game Dero. And they were in production in Japan filming in March 2011 when the earthquake hit and caused a tsunami.
Oh my
God.
God.
Mm.
Wow.
And there were people in this room that was being filled with water anyway.
And they're
It's
like, the
just so weird.
production value is amazing. Wow, it looks like there's a tsunami in here.
Man, you should get one of those guys on your podcast.
Yeah.
That'd be
I think they all died.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
That's dark.
So
They all
Yeah.
died?
not all of them.
One of,
but-
one of the contestants is right behind Kyle right now.
yeah.
Skeleton.
Washed up over here.
Uh-huh.
So that's just another horrible luck type that you can't even prepare for that.
No.
It actually resulted in the show's cancellation.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's not really the show's fault.
Yeah.
Well, they couldn't go on. I mean, everyone died pretty much. It was
Right.
earthquake, tsunami, everyone's dead. But we'll get a film again next week. Like, that just seems like That's it for them.
Yeah, nail in the coffin.
Same
Right.
time tomorrow. Oh man, there's another show. Do you guys remember Most Extreme Elimination Challenge?
No.
Was it on like Spike or G4?
Yes.
Yes,
And
I think I do.
They took this Japanese program called Takeshi's Castle. And that was like a real Japanese game show, just like Wipeout. They would go through challenges and stuff and have you run out and, run out and like say something. But the MXC, the version, they would dub over with, American voiceover actors.
It was really funny.
And say dumb shit. Like it'd be a small Japanese woman. She comes running out and she'd be like, I'm on my period. And then start going.
Oh my God.
I mean, I said really funny. Yeah, indeed. It's funnier than that.
There were no fatalities on that show, but someone that worked in their production that kept track of the injuries, I took a screenshot of this because it was posted online. It's absolutely insane.
I can imagine.
41 broken ribs.
Jesus.
19 broken jaws. 312 bruised chins.
Bruised chin. Okay, what? Get that one. Yeah.
Sense?
282 bruised shins. 9 people were knocked out. 35 had concussions. 276 got the wind knocked out of them, which seems like it should be higher because I feel like everybody should have done that. 2 fractured skulls.
Oh my God.
Damn.
112 black eyes and 62 torn muscles.
So still somebody may have died.
Yeah. If not, they're probably,
Later
a
on.
lot of them are probably, dead now.
Yeah.
After all that.
So it seems like everyone that went on that show got hurt.
Everybody.
Everybody.
It was so intense. Yeah. People will be. One lady almost died. She broke her vertebrae, which they didn't even have that in there, from trying to catch 100-pound ball.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
They just
No, I'm
shot
out.
it in the air out of a cannon, and she was underneath it. And
out
she
of a
got
cannon
crushed.
too. Not just catch a 100-pound ball. Out of a cannon, catch this 100. I'm out. I'm out.
I mean, that doesn't even sound rational at all.
Yeah.
No.
It was like a 10-foot giant kickball.
Oh my God. This is the thing. If I'm going to get hurt, do you want him to air it or not?
Yes.
I feel like if I'm going to break my fucking back for this,
Literally.
show the
Literally.
footage.
Yes.
Unless it's too humiliating, and then don't. But I think it should be up to the person who's either about to die.
Well, this
or
guy's
really
going around asking, do you have a black eye or a bruised chin? Like, they should just ask him at that point, hey, I know you have your black eye. Do you want this footage shown? Sign, check here. Here's some more papers to sign, And
Yeah.
Exactly.
It actually sounds like a military battle scene.
Yeah.
literally. For real.
Yeah, that's
For real.
incredible.
There was another announcer for this other show. He was a TV personality with TV Miyazaki. And they were doing this weird competition where it was just like this mud pit that was maybe a foot deep. And the water was up, and they had like this wooden plank, and 2 people were back to back, and they were covering the wooden plank with mud and water so that it'd be slippery.
Yeah.
And they had to turn around and see who could push each other off. And instead of actually doing that, the announcer just thought it'd be funny and jump off and go into a full dive.
Oh, no.
Broke his neck
Oh my God.
and was drowning
In the mud.
in the mud. And everyone's like laughing. There's a studio audience. There's other announcers that are like, ah! They're patting him on the back as he's literally drowning.
Oh my God.
So scary.
What a nightmare.
And they're trying to pick him up, and he's screaming, and then they're still laughing, and they keep dropping his head in the water.
Oh,
What?
I was told that he died, but I found out recently that he actually is still alive, which I'm very happy about.
and everyone is but how alive?
yeah, but in what capacity?
Right.
You know
Was
what I
there a
mean? Is he in a wheelchair now, or like?
He is a quadriplegic, yes.
Oh,
Right.
my God. That sucks.
Yeah, brutal. But at least he's
I've-
alive.
And,
With
he
this
got a good
clip,
laugh.
though- Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Ben.
Oh, nothing. I was just going to say he got a good laugh from the crowd. So that's kind of nice. He made people smile.
Yeah.
Oh God.
But this clip, if you actually watch it, it's so much more horrific than Kyle even described.
Yeah.
Because you have to see it to believe it.
Right.
It goes on and on and on.
It
That
sounds
he's
brutal.
just sitting there in the mud.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But
Brutal.
he's okay.
There needs to be some safety word. Did they give you safety words?
Nope.
Like, Xanax. Xanax.
No, they don't. And even if you yelled anything, they're gonna have you keep going unless there's a legitimate reason to stop you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so I remember. Wait, did you guys have life vests on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those were life vests, right? That's what.
Yeah.
I don't know. They just put us in something. I don't know if they were real floaty because I don't think they floated a ton, but
Wait, I'm trying to remember. Maybe the life vest was only on the wipeout zone. But
No, they put us in.
They did.
Because if
Okay.
that pool is 10 feet deep, that's insane that you'd be getting like knocked in the head and then be forced to swim. After.
Yeah, it was a life vest. It was a life.
I would
jacket.
hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who
The
was the best
cheese head
competitor
floats.
that you guys had to go against?
I don't know. I feel like, I mean, we all really got along and talked and everything, but we never really talked about like, oh, I'm going to win. Here's
No,
why,
it was
here's
very
why.
supportive. Very supportive.
We had the best supported group like that they've seen. They told us.
Oh, wow.
Literally
Like,
so
everyone's rooting
supportive.
for each other. Everyone's
I met a
like, "You got
Packers fan
this."
too. Side note.
Really?
Yeah, his name's Bert. He lives in Palmdale now. But
Oh,
yeah, I met him.
Bert.
We still talk and chit chat because
do?
yeah, on Facebook, and he has kids now, and he has like a beautiful Packers grill and Packers this. Every football season, we talk more. Obviously,
He's a cool guy.
Wait, he's the one with the tattoo, right?
yeah.
Oh my God. Did he ever get it removed?
I don't think so.
Why
Oh
would he
my
get it
God.
removed?
It's his ex-girlfriend.
Oh,
Oh, man, that's no good.
that's the worst bruise of all.
Yeah.
Was it his ex-girlfriend at the time?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's why he went to compete for
Yeah.
50K to remove it.
Oh, my God.
That's the greatest reason I've ever heard.
Right?
Okay, and now we move on to an American classic show, but there are no U.S. deaths on this show, Survivor.
Yes.
Yeah. There have been 3 deaths associated with the hit show Survivor, although surprisingly none in the U.S. Bulgaria was the first one. Bulgaria, which we are in the top 10 on the iTunes charts, by the way.
Yes, there we go. Shout out to Bulgaria.
Does Bulgaria need this?
Yes.
Like, isn't there a lot going on there?
There's people dying. They got to hear about it.
Everybody needs this.
Okay.
Everybody.
Yes. The Today Show writes, Bulgaria's Survivor contestant dies while filming in the Philippines. Philippine police say a contestant of the Bulgarian reality show Survivor has died of a heart attack while filming on an island beach. Police say the 53-year-old Noncho, I can't say that last name, it's way too many letters. Noncho Vodin Icharov.
And you were correct.
Yes. Died Saturday despite efforts by a Filipino and Bulgarian doctor to save him. He had just finished an activity for the contest at the Goda Beach Resort Inn. Let's see. Chief Inspector Hilario Lelis said Monday that he had just finished an activity, and Bulgarian news reports state he was a town mayor and former stuntman and singer.
Okay.
Wow.
Now that's a triple threat. Right
That's
there.
amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
What a life.
Right. Mayor, stuntman, I do it all.
And singer. This is crazy. Yeah, so he had another heart attack. It's crazy.
Yeah, I can see that. All those Survivor shows, the Naked and Afraids, not in a million fucking years.
I feel like Naked and Afraid have also had to have some deaths. I know they've
Had
carted
to.
some people off and they've been bit and stung by random things in,
Right.
in the, rainforest and stuff. It had to.
I almost feel like that's more dangerous than Wipeout.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and
For
it's
sure.
so much longer too. How are there
Yeah.
no deaths from a longer
Right.
running show in the U.S.? You know, like
Right.
It is just not my idea of a good time.
yeah,
I would never, ever go.
I don't even want to be afraid, let alone naked and afraid. You know what I mean? I
No.
don't want those together.
I mean,
I'm
every
always
time-
afraid when I'm naked.
Exactly. You look in the mirror, you're like, God dang it. Why? 42 came
Naked
on
and
fast.
ashamed.
Yeah,
ashamed.
naked and ashamed.
Oh, man. The Survivor Pakistan. We have another death. The New York Post. A contestant on a Pakistani reality TV show drowned while performing a challenge for the program. Pakistani contestant Saad Khan, 32. Everyone's in their 30s except for one guy. So
Yeah.
was swimming across a lake while wearing a 15-pound backpack when he called out for help and then disappeared underwater.
Yeah, what's the
Disappeared underwater.
game? Like, that's just such
Will you live or die? The game.
that's, it's
This
not
is a mob hit.
it's not even compelling television because you can't really feel the weight. I
Yeah.
don't know. That's just like the worst competition ever.
They put cement shoes on him and threw him in the water.
maybe he was like, it's just not worth it anymore.
No.
Right.
Horrified co-contestants and crew rushed to save him, but could not find him in the murky waters in the lake in the Thai capital of Bangkok, where the show was being filmed. Divers later recovered his body. The death came during the filming of the show's 10th episode on August 19th, but was not publicized until his body was returned home to Pakistan.
But they still publicized it. Hold on, it wasn't, but then they did after they got the body back.
God, that
Good.
sucks.
Thai police were investigating to determine whether the death was an accident or caused by negligence. Police could not be contacted Sunday to say if the investigation has been completed.
I mean, the whole thing seems negligent.
Yeah, the whole thing,
idea.
Really, you already know you're going to put a 15-pound backpack on this guy and have him swim across the lake. You're going to have no support, not like a Sea-Doo person behind him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the lifeguard and the Sea-Doo right behind. Oh, he's going down, and then they dive. No, we're going to have to then boat over from the shore and then look around in this murky water. You know, that's not clean. It's not crystal blue.
Or at the very least,
That's
have him
crazy.
like hit a button so we can get off of him.
Right.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah, exactly.
Were there more seasons after that?
I believe so.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this stunt was done with, though.
Yeah.
I would hope. Maybe not.
I don't know, man. You never know. Unilever Pakistan, the production company, accepts no liability for Khan's death.
That's all you have to do. Just not accept it.
Not my fault.
Boom.
He signed a waiver. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Jesus.
They added that the company is in discussions to provide for his wife and 4 children, quote, out of rightness.
Oh, yeah.
There's no liability or anything, but we're going to
Rightness.
go ahead and give you and your family money. Like, it seems like there might be some liability there.
I mean, they should give him 15 pounds of cold hard cash.
They're giving
Yeah.
I don't know how
$10
much
for
that
gas.
is. Yeah, $10 for gas each.
Icing on the cake.
Each.
Yeah. They're actually sending them a bill for the diver that had to go find him.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
A close friend of Khan's said by telephone that the family was not ready to talk to the media and declined further comment. Khan has already been eliminated. Why are they even saying
Yeah,
that?
no shit. He's eliminated.
Hey, you know what?
You're
You know,
eliminated.
That term is just like, oh my God.
literally
Finish
eliminated
him.
forever.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
eliminated forever.
Game over. You cannot pass go.
Right.
So how'd he do in the competition? What'd he place then? Imagine if you lost to him.
Yeah.
How the hell would you do that?
He was okay. So he had already been eliminated, but came back for this special challenge to earn a spot in the finals.
Oh my
So he's
God.
the only person that had to go. They threw a weight on his back and were like, go swim it off and see if you can come back. That is crazy.
The Lord was like, buddy, I eliminated you. Don't
Yeah.
come back.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Well, that's not a fun show.
No.
No.
Unilever sounded familiar to me, and now I know why. It was supposed to be a promotional tie-in for Unilever's Clear shampoo.
What was the tie-in?
Unilever was, I don't know.
No, I know, but like it's shampoo, and then they're like, here's 15 pounds
Well,
of
it's murky
toxin.
water, so he was going to be dirty after, and then use Unilever to clean it off. you
Did they
know?
use that on, well, he
Probably
would've
not.
been
He was
corpse.
eliminated,
Well,
so.
yeah, well. But he has beautiful hair for a corpse.
Oh my God.
I hope the family got some shampoo.
Yeah. Had
Oh my, this is just, they're worse than us.
yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Ish.
boy. Lord, oh, Lord.
Well, I'm just happy you two are here.
Yeah.
Us too, thanks.
Yeah. Hindsight, like, oh my God, never again. But, you know, like it was so fun though, in a weird way.
You said you and your mom love the game shows. What would be your favorite game show to go on?
Oh God, I don't even know any game shows anymore. But you've been talking about Survivor, and it just sounds like a challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, you could do it.
But you know, I don't want to die, so
Yeah.
Or get that burnt. It would just burn.
Our
Son.
third country that had a survivor death was France. French survivor death. Authorities opened criminal investigation. From the Hollywood Reporter. From Paris. After months of preliminary investigation, prosecutors have opened an official criminal investigation for manslaughter in the death of Koh-Lanta contestant Gerald Babin on March 22nd, 2013.
Okay.
The case will now be handed over to a judge who will determine both the official cause of death and decide whether to issue indictments for criminal liability to the producers at Adventure Line Productions or the host, Dennis Bronyart, surrounding the circumstances of the death. I'm guessing the host isn't just a host and is a producer of the show.
Yeah.
Because that'd be so weird to be like, get the host.
Well, maybe, let's be honest, these hosts are shallow beans.
Yeah.
The hosts don't know what the hell is going on. They're just actors.
yeah.
Right.
So I
Right.
don't want to blame the host.
Yeah.
But again, he's probably more involved than host.
Yeah.
He could be.
So what happened? Is there,
Let's see. The decision to open the criminal investigation comes after a lengthy preliminary investigation, which included interviews with several witnesses, including the host and members of the crew. Investigators seized the footage of the filming. Babin died on the first day of filming the French Survivor spinoff in Cambodia after suffering what was first diagnosed as dehydration.
Day one?
Day one. If
That's
you're
what I'm
showing up
saying.
dehydrated on the first
Day
day.
one, dehydration.
We don't like to victim blame here.
Right,
No,
not
but
victim blaming,
you
but
gotta-
like, because of what actually happened, because they're not opening criminal charges for dehydration of himself.
Yeah,
You
Right.
know what I mean?
exactly.
No.
Yeah.
All it takes is a day. Remember Woodstock 99?
Yeah, that's true. Following the first two challenges of the morning, Babin collapsed in the sand and complained of cramps. He was treated at a local infirmary before being transferred by airlift to a hospital, but suffered a series of cardiac arrests during the transfer.
Oh, no.
It's all heart attacks. Like, well,
Yeah.
except the one,
Yeah.
Yeah, the drowning.
Yeah, the drowning and the broken back, but
Right.
mostly heart
The
attacks.
impromptu tsunami. The autopsy listed his cause of death as heart failure and dilated cardiomyopathy, indicating an undetected pre-existing condition.
Of course. I'm saying this is not real. Like,
Right, that's not the reason, but there's still criminal charges. So they're
Yeah.
saying that it's still manslaughter
Yeah.
for a pre-existing condition, but every other one is I don't accept liability.
He had this
Yeah.
pre-existing condition. It was called he needed water. to survive.
But it was real needy. He kept asking for things like water and like
Oh.
food. Like
something's off. I don't know.
His accusation that Babin's medical treatment was delayed were made in the magazine Closer shortly after his death and anonymously attributed to sources close to the production. So there are people whispering, being like, they didn't do anything to help this guy for a while.
Doesn't sound like it.
Wow.
It doesn't sound that serious. Just give the guy some
Right.
water, right?
Yeah.
okay, you need some water now that you had that, and that's against rules or whatever. Then you're off the show, whatever. But
Yeah.
Sure.
Wow.
The sources said that Babin's initial treatment was delayed several minutes so as not to interfere with filming. Oh, so he's like dying in the corner. They're like, hold on, wait, we
you're
need
gonna
the
mess
shot.
up the shot.
way.
Yeah, always get that shot. Rule number 1: get the shot.
Yeah.
Horrible, horrible people. I don't know about this entertainment industry. I
Shoot
really
first,
don't.
ask questions later.
I guess so.
Dang.
Oh, wow. So they also delayed. He was first taken to the infirmary because the airlift transfer to a hospital was considered too costly.
Oh
No.
my god.
Real expensive to make sure you live, man. So we're just gonna let you go. You can't do it. That's
Yeah, these producers maybe these are the first ones where I'm like maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sources,
Well, that and the 15-pound guy.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah.
sources said that
They opted to fly him on Ryanair.
the
Save
worst.
some money.
Ryanair is.
The Spirit Airlines of Europe.
Yes, it is.
It's worse,
You
actually.
have to be drunk to board.
Yeah.
And to fly it.
Yeah. They said it took nearly 2 hours to get the airlift to the hospital after he collapsed.
Oh my god.
So-
All right.
Yeah, they are still. Well, actually, they probably have a follow up. I can look it up. I didn't see if the charges actually went through or not. Survivor France.
I mean, but to your guys' point, I'm sure he signed, a Bible's worth of
right.
things as well. So
Probably didn't say, please wait 2 hours to give me medical help if needed.
Yeah.
That's not on the paperwork. But
Yeah, I should have gotten that red lined or something. Yeah.
I don't know, by the time you get to the 1,000,
One.
by the time you're on page 1,000, you're not really reading it anymore. I will say that. Like once you sign so many
Yeah.
pages, you're not reading
Yeah.
it anymore. So that's also the part like, probably should have read that fine print, because you're just signing away
But no
literally
one,
your life.
No
so.
one has 12 hours to sit in front of a contract.
Right. I mean,
No.
not reading it takes an hour or two to finish.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
oh yeah, I'm not reading that.
oh wow, there is an update to this.
update. Yes.
They did not, I believe, file charges against the production, but in April of 2013, so just like soon after, the doctor from the French Survivor commits suicide after contestant's death.
No.
Oh.
way.
Holy
Doubled up.
shit.
That was a double up right there. I wasn't expecting.
Yeah,
It's horrible.
this is nuts.
Committed suicide because he also felt some liability, or is
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, he felt
Maybe.
like he was liable somehow. It was his fault, and then that guilt ate him away. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Thierry Costa, the 38-year-old staff doctor for French Survivor
Another 30-year-old.
spinoff. Yep. For French Survivor spinoff, committed suicide Monday in Cambodia, where the show had been being filmed.
It sounds like everyone was having a horrible time.
Yeah, God Lord.
Horrible.
They said, we've learned.
Not fun.
No. We've learned with dismay that Dr. Thierry Costa passed away in Cambodia today. Costa had been with the show for 4 seasons. His high level of professionalism and humanity towards participants and production teams has always been unanimously recognized.
Well, poor guy.
Yeah, 4 seasons. They ate away at him. That's nuts.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, so that they left a suicide note that said his reputation's been harmed by the accusations. In recent days, my name has been sullied in the media, he wrote.
So it was because of that.
Yeah.
Hang in there. My God. It'll pass.
Yeesh.
Poor guy.
Unjust.
That is sad.
He said, unjust accusations and assumptions have been made against me. He emphasized his love of medicine and said he'd been devastated by false accusations.
Yeah.
I am sure I treated Gerald with respect as a patient and not as a contestant, he said.
I'm
I am
sure he
sure.
did. Well, yeah, he committed suicide because of it.
That's
I trust
brutal.
that he was pretty hurt.
Yeah.
And they were just looking for a scapegoat.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
these
and I mean, he was
producers.
it sounds like the on-site doctor. It's not his fault they waited 2
Right.
hours to get the airlift because production thought it was too expensive.
Exactly.
You know, so,
True.
and it sounds like he probably was a really good doctor, and that shows with him. He took it to heart.
Yeah, exactly.
That's unfortunate.
Very sad.
How sad.
My
Thanks,
goodness.
Kyle.
Yeah, well,
Thanks for the story.
Way to bring
Kyle.
down the mood, man.
Sad.
We were just talking about deaths and everything. That was fine, but that's the part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was about Wipeout.
sometimes it can be a bummer around here. Yeah, death
Can
is
we
in the
get
name.
back to the drowning?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's lighten it up a notch.
Softer. Yeah.
Can we get back to the mob hit style, contest here?
I would love if the Mafia had their version of a reality show.
Yeah.
In time, I'm sure.
Dodging bullets.
Yeah.
Dodging bullets from a speeding car.
It's probably North Korea's game show of choice.
Yeah, could be.
Oh God, yeah.
All right, so that brings us to
Final thoughts.
if you were going to do it all over again, would you go back and do Wipeout, knowing everything we know here today?
Yeah, but I would still have to be that age because I'm in my 30s now, and I can't.
That's the dangerous-
I'm
Nope.
at that risky number.
Yep.
So now I couldn't do it. I was still in my 20s when I was on the show, so that was fine then.
There has to be someone's going to make this a graph where it's just like 30-year-olds causes of death. It's like heart attack, whatever, drug abuse, overdoses, appearing on Wipeout and then going
Right,
back down.
exactly. So like again, sure, but
Massive
I'd
spike.
have to be in my 20s to do it again. I don't think physically I would. If I was sore for 2 weeks, then I don't know how I would feel now, hit by a train for months.
Yeah. For me, it's funny because the year after, I actually got invited for Wipeout All Stars, and then
Oh, shit.
I said no because there's no way I could ever do that again.
Wow.
But I think I just forgot enough now to where I'm like, oh, that sounds fun.
yeah.
So I think I'm just like
Just remembered some
ignorant.
now.
Yeah, I know.
Wipeout TikTok stars, you think you'd go back on?
Oh God. I feel like the answer would be no ultimately.
Yeah.
Also because like one and done, I got so far. Like I don't
You
want to
did
like
great.
I'm older now. I don't want to go back and do worse.
Yeah.
Like I want to
Right.
So
Yep.
I feel like that would be the reason why I wouldn't. But
Yeah.
I don't know if the money's high enough,
Yeah.
Everybody, hey,
If you
everybody-
get guaranteed money,
Yeah.
if they can guarantee
hey, they'll
more than
do
$10.
first and second place this time, not just 50 for first and 0 for second.
Well, I think at our ages we need like first to 15.
That's
prices.
true. That's true.
Jeez. I learned once again, don't trust these Hollywood producers. They don't care about you. As soon as they got you on the hook, you're just their worm to be fed to the feces.
Yes.
Yep.
So be very careful. Truly, this business is brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My final thought is go get your fucking hearts checked.
Oh,
Just did last week. So
Oh, very
Here we go.
good.
Yeah.
Leave it there.
Yay.
See, we
I
were
know
depressed there for a second. Now we brought it back up.
I know my heart's in there. It hurts every day.
Yes, exactly.
okay, question for you guys.
Yeah.
Would you ever do it knowing what
No, no,
That was a hard no. There was
Hell
no
no.
hesitation.
he's like mad at me?
no. I wouldn't do any of those game shows. There is no need for me to be doing all that.
Yeah,
No.
I would definitely do it.
Well, you should do it.
I would
well,
absolutely.
your knee's
do it.
good now.
Yeah,
so
my knee's good now. I wear a brace, but I would love to do it. I think it'd be so much fun. What about you, Alejandro?
Never, ever.
No. We got to keep our Packers fans alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, send me out there, man. I'll get punched in the face. I'll get thrown in the water. I'm down.
I'll do that to you.
we
right
could do
now.
that right now. Literally, we
The
could go
whole thing.
outside.
Yeah.
Like,
Let's take this outside.
Give you $10 in gas money.
Give me a weighted backpack and let's do this.
I would do one of those stupid Netflix shows
Yeah,
like The Trust.
right.
I don't know that one.
That one is where
It's a psychological game.
Yeah, exactly.
You're making friends and enemies. You're keeping your enemies closer.
Or like Big Brother kind of a thing.
Yeah, so you're trying to get people voted off while you stay in the trust. It's like
Fun.
they have like $100,000 trust, and you can add money by doing shit that goes behind people's backs, or you can do the right thing and it subtracts money, but everybody
Sounds super
knows.
toxic.
Yeah, exactly.
Insanely toxic. Yeah.
Sounds like I think we've all lived that in real life
Right,
before.
I know.
So I'm good.
Yes. Exactly.
And most importantly, you don't die.
yes.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah. So Jackie, do you have any social media you want to put out there in the world or anything to promote?
But no, honestly, not really. I don't even have a lot of followers and stuff. I just came to talk about Wipeout and
I love
hang
it.
out with you guys.
Beautiful.
So that's me.
Yes, Pete. You have anything coming up you want to promote?
Oh God. Well, after that, I mean, I have to say yes.
Yeah.
So I have a book that's out called Little Imperfection.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
It's about a coming of age story, and it's about growing up in a family of all little people, but it's really for anybody. So that is now available. And then I have music coming out as well.
Nice.
And
The book's on Amazon, right?
Amazon and then Shopify. Yeah, it's everywhere.
Yeah, I was going to ask you because I know a lot of people know you from like your comedic TikToks and stuff like that, but I went and listened recently. Like you really can sing
Thank
very
you.
well. I didn't
Not
know
a talentless piece of shit. Oh,
Really
Kyle.
just thought you did, those little TikToks. But no, yeah, he has an amazing voice.
No, but it's funny the things like you not necessarily have to do, but some of the
Right.
things that make you known. But you really
Yeah.
have this other like, is that what you really want to pursue the most?
Well, like I was saying, I was like in
Yeah.
a touring boy band before
Right.
this, and then oops, career shift. I
Yeah.
guess it's where everyone wants to see me.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to like migrate back.
Oh, it's
Do
great.
you have new music coming out now?
I have one coming out on July 26th called Carousel.
Beautiful.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
love that.
Nice.
You can find me on the Ben Kissel channel. I do a show with Kyle. It's fantastic, twice a week. That's the little political blabbing. And then you can find me on the YouTube show. That's 3 times a week where we talk mostly this week about the Hawk Tui girl.
Yeah, right. I can
Really
imagine.
We're
Getting
just-
blown up out here with memes.
Yeah,
Videos.
on the precipice of culture.
Yes.
So yeah, Ben Kissel 1 on Instagram. Thank you.
Beautiful. And yeah, you guys can check us out. If you're already here, you know that we're on YouTube. You know that we're on Spotify, Apple, iTunes, wherever you can get your podcasts. And yeah, I think that's about it. Until next week.
Don't go dying on us.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You have just heard.
A true Hollywood murder mystery.
I have never seen anything like this before.
The movies, Broadway, music, television, all of it.
A place that manufactures
Nightmares.
Okay, everybody, that's a wrap.
Good night. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon.